Good day to you guys. Thank you so much for connecting. Can't wait to start today's meeting.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Yeah, I'm Steve, or Steve Cha is my crypto pseudonym, if you will. Been around the space now for around 4 or 5 years. I got very lucky in 2021, like a few of us did, put a few thousand on, went to the moon, multiple millions, and then got absolutely addicted to working, networking, and being involved in the crazy crypto space. So I was involved in multi-billion-dollar project FEG. I was the marketing manager. We won best DeFi project in Dubai in 22. So I've got a good background. So I was involved with a developer a few years ago, and I came across this project that he's been working on. 3 developers, really good guys, doing this, solving a basic utility problem in the space. It's basically, when you get stuck in a token, you've done decent X's, you might have made, a 5, 10K, but you don't want to hurt the chart. You could be stuck holding the baby. So how do you sell? Well, you can sell over the counter, which is what DOTC is. It's a decentralized over the counter trading platform. Basically, low fees, no KYC, and also sharing the revenue from the platform up to 25% of the total revenue. So we've got some really cool features on there. So I'll just talk you through now, and I will show you. Yeah, so this is DOTC. We did an initial raise, and we raised $150,000, which in this market and this, without much retail around, it's quite an achievement. We did that through selling NFTs. It was like a random drop when you did a mint for $150, and there was legendaries, golds, silvers, and bronze, and they got you entry into the pre-sale. And there was no massive pump when we launched the token, the governance token, DOTC, a week ago, but the platform, it hasn't dumped either. There's over 200,000 liquidity in the token right now, and that's the governance token. But the platform itself launched this Monday. Really slick, really cool platform. There's a lot of trades going on there. So you can basically stick any order on there you want to, of any size, any EVM chain. So I'm going to ETH, BNB, Base, and AVAX. We will be integrating Solana, for the huge volumes you see over there, and that's kind of one of the next steps on the roadmap. But we're operating right now on all those EVM chains, and you can go on there, put your order on there. It's really, we've made it, as simple as Uniswap to use, because we know, user interfaces have to be simple for people to use them. So OTC, over-the-counter trades in the crypto space are limited to centralized exchanges usually, or the DEXs, and often reserved for tokens, with high liquidity. So DOTC enables, peer-to-peer token trading with a zero price impact, on a fully decentralized trading platform, a type of exchange. And, the no KYC is private. That's really cool. But the biggest thing is tapping into people's emotions. We've all held tokens. We might want to sell some off. We've made good profits, but we don't want to hurt the community. We don't want to wreck momentum, and we don't want to wreck the charts. And we feel guilty because we get attached to the tokens and the communities, that we invest into. So it solves this problem. So it's a really simple idea and utility. So users can create a sale of their token and for other users to purchase. It's all smart contracts on chain, and they handle everything on the platform. There's also a really cool link, like a direct link, like a DEX tool link, direct to your buy or your sale. So you don't need to go through the website, the platform to get that, which is only a few clicks, but this is one click. So it's a really little cool feature that the users have been really getting to grips with and enjoying to use. So, the P2P tokens is for small and large cap tokens. So, you get a zero price impact. So you're not wrecking the chart, no slippage, low fees, roughly half the fees, 50%. We're at 50% right now of your average DEX or centralized exchange. So low fees is, something that the whales, and the small fish all want. No bots on there, so you're not going to, you're not battling against any front-running bots. It's just a real simple utility. We're in talks with XLR, the core team from AVAX, and there's a lot going on. There's really solid team. Got some really good devs. The team, got a few seasoned players, which is nice to see and they're nice to work with. And I've been around quite a while now and worked with a few teams, and this got a really good vibe around it. I know people say that it's a bit cliche, but it's actually true on this. If you see how hard the team are working on X Spaces, across all the socials, TikTok lives, to get this platform up and running and in front of everybody, you'll be quite impressed. So, we're offering, while offloading, you can offload without fear into the market. And it's just a huge, simple utility. It's a really, emotions, I said, we get attached to these tokens, and they're really hard to sell because you do feel guilty. And DOTC solves that problem. So yeah, check out the website, guys, and I'll feel free to send you some stuff, the roadmap and other things that we're doing. But we're taking this, we're taking this as far as we can take it. We're not stopping, and we've got things are going well. The platform itself is really cool. It's slick, and it works so smoothly, and it solves a basic problem.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really interesting, Steven. Thank you so much for the pitch. We added an extra minute, but that's not a big thing because we already got some questions from our viewers.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, let's go through them. So first, how does your DOTC platform make peer-to-peer trading safer and smoother than the sketchy OTC deals people are used to?
Right. Well, we're basing ourselves, we're going to be the Instagram of OTCs. We haven't got much competition in the decentralized from decentralized OTCs. There's only 2 or 3 actually in the space. Now, if you look at what they're doing, their UIs are very busy. They're very spammy. We're going to be just very clean, very simple, and just concentrate on the OTC side of it. There's not going to be any fancy yields or this or that on the platform. We're not hosting liquidity on the platform. So there's no risk of any hacks, which is, I've been involved in tokens that have had multiple $1 million hacked from them because we were hosting liquidity and the such. But there's no liquidity held on the OTC. How it works, it's just simple peer-to-peer.
All right, thank you for taking care of the first question. Next, you've got NFTs in the mix. What's the coolest or most unexpected utility they'll unlock beyond just early access?
Absolutely right. So NFTs, I've never been a huge fan of NFTs. I own NFTs, not a couple of Snoop Dogg ones, but nothing of any real value because generally they don't have anything, behind them. But the NFTs that was part of the pre-sale and the big drop, it was 150k. And in this day and age, right now with retail, it's not a bad raise. So there's a legendary. Which was, if you're lucky enough to mint a legendary, you get 90% off the small trading fees, the discounted trading fees that we already offer on the DOTC platform. So that's 90% off. Gold was 50% off, silver 25% off, and bronze 10%. So that's another utility. So, and if you plug into the platform, connect your wallet. Depending on which tier of NFT you own, it comes up straight on the platform and tells you your percent, your discount percent. So that's one utility at the NFTs. The other one is staking rewards. So a maximum, a huge percentage increase on the staking rewards. Legendary is 50%, gold 25%, silver 10%, bronze 5%. So that's again another utility. And then the third one, and kind of the biggest one, guys, is the revenue share. So for NFT holders, depending on your rank or tier, and your token holdings for the governance token, DOTC, depending on your holdings on the token and your NFT rank, you're going to grab a huge share of the 25% revenue that will be distributed to those holders.
I see. Thanks. We got another one. What's your game plan to turn a strong community into real liquidity and daily active users on the platform?
Right, absolutely. So, users is the key here. The developers have built a fantastic platform. It's working. It's slick. It's fully audited by Interfi. So that's always a positive sign. But users now is what we crave and what we need on the platform. So how we're doing this? So the minute we're banging on the socials. So we've got a guerrilla marketing campaign right now, and that is where we've given out around $2,000 in $100 increments out to the team, and they're going buying tokens like Mog, like Joe, like Goku, basically memes and stuff. C-Pool, real world assets, C-Pool. We've got checks, Chintai. So we're buying $100, $200 of those tokens, and then approaching their communities, their teams, their CEOs, showing the utility that we bought $100, $200 of their token. We put that sale onto the OTC itself. We show them the link. I'd rather like show, you can really, when you've got an example and the platform is live and you can show how these sales wouldn't affect their charts, then I know you're talking Mog, you're talking a bigger market cap, but it's still, somebody on Mog's got a 10, 20, 50, 100K buy. That's when this would kick in on the larger market caps. So we've done a guerrilla marketing campaign. I think we've touched 21 tokens so far, and we've had some really, really good feedback. 5 or 6, which is not really a bad hit rate when you're cold calling like that, have come back and said they're willing to, bring us into the community, have an AMA to discuss the technology and the utility on offer from the OTC. So campaigns like that will really, doing something real and tangible like that will obviously help. We're in talks with numerous marketing agencies. We're quite far down the line with Lark Davis on doing a segment on his show. To Axelar, partnerships with Avalanche and the core team, because we've integrated Avalanche onto the platform, are all ways to farm and get users. But there's a lot more coming to that. We're integrating TradingView into the platform. Staking as well. We're going to offer a staking protocol that's off the shelf. You'll be able to take it straight off the platform, and for a one-off fee, $100, arbitrary $200, you'll be able to initiate and deploy a staking protocol into any token for any community. So there's a lot more than that, but that's just some examples.
Yeah, totally. We can talk lots of times regarding that, but still, guys, if you want to connect with our users, with Steven, be sure to check out the comment section where we put all the contact details and Steven's as well. So yeah, if you're interested, be sure to get in contact.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, next we got 3 more questions. Interesting. Any privacy for the user listing the deal?
Yes, so full privacy for the user listing the deal. So it's when we pride ourselves, the 3 main utilities is low fees, no KYC, and revenue share, as well as obviously the big utility around, not wrecking the charts and all that stuff. So yeah, no KYC is you've got full privacy, but also further down the line, I think for real world assets and the nature of peer-to-peer, we're going to want an optional, users will want an optional KYC for the bigger fish. And that's something we'll be implementing down the line. But yeah, it's full no KYC, so it's full privacy for the user.
Got it. Thanks. Next, how do you plan on distributing that 25% to users?
Right. Okay. So once the platform has earned, and this is an arbitrary figure again, but something we're working towards, around 100K in volume through the on the platform itself, we're then distributing 25% or a quarter of all the revenue but as I explained before, the NFT holders and the token holders. So you'll be holding, staking DOTC, earning revenue from that, from the platform, and the NFT holders. Some people only paid $150 to say they minted a gold NFT. It could be quite a lucrative. From we've done the mathematics, could be quite a lucrative. Just holding a few million DOTC tokens, which probably cost you a few $1,000s, and having a gold NFT would give you quite a portion of the revenue share, because 25% is quite generous. But all the projects who are giving revenue share in the minute and doing buybacks, like your pump.funds and things, they're the ones really, that are looking really solid right now, because people can see the revenue coming back in and being distributed, and the NFT holders and the DOTC holders, which is the governance token, they get all the benefits. They get the full 25%.
Got it. Thanks. Next, more a bit of a comment. I like the staking option. The question is, everyone's saying DOTC isn't a meme coin. So what's the killer utility that will actually prove its way more than hype?
Right. Okay. So DOTC is the platform. That's DEOTC, decentralized over-the-counter trading. Now, obviously we've got a governance token, which you've got to, if we're going to revenue share and give the fruits of the platform over to our holders and community and investors, the only way of doing that is by having a governance token, that sits at the center of the platform and reaps the rewards. So if you're holding over 1 million DOTC tokens right now, you're in the mix for a free legendary NFT that we're running like a race on in VC. I think it's tomorrow night. So there's little things like that are cool, but that's not the main one. It's the revenue share. The 25% revenue share from the platform, will be distributed to holders, and that's the main utility of holding the token. And it's not, it's not a meme. It's not based on a meme. It's based on a slick, professional trading platform that brings real utility to the space.
Okay, hopefully that made it clear for the user asking that. Next, reminds me of AirSwap XYZ, probably is regarding the platform. Yeah. And question from Philip. KYC will be important for legal purposes. Will your platform be available to use in the EU, US, Canada, or Australia? Global?
Well, obviously you can always use a VPN, but we're an official trading platform, and we're here to be as professional and as plugged into the law as possible as we can. Now, obviously, we're going to offer both KYC and non-KYC. Obviously, with non-KYC now, that is a feature. People want privacy, and people kind of fed up of sticking all their information into the ether on various different platforms that we all have to plug in to do our daily business in crypto, I guess. But this is a fully decentralized platform, but it will have for real-world assets and certain peer-to-peer transactions going forward in the future in regards to law, and compliance in the EU and around the world, and especially in the UK right now, where I am. There will be an option, a feature, or for full KYC to give security to the transactions and the traders that need it.
That's pretty great. Thank you so much, Stephen. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up because already we are exceeding the Q&A time. We gotta move on. So thank you so much, Stephen.
No problem.
Your pitch, I told you it was really interesting. Hope to see you next time. And guys, if you are interested in getting in contact with Stephen, be sure to check out the chat section. Malika, you want to say something?
Thanks, Stephen, for the great pitch. And we've got Hyra Network or Hyra Network. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. And hi, Ravi. Thanks for joining. Congrats with your recent one award, right?
Yeah, it was great. I really appreciate for everybody times like we recently get reward in Hong Kong from the chairman. And by the way, we are in Singapore token 249. We all are most welcome to see us there. We have booth there, so please most welcome. So should I share my screen for the pitch, right?
Yeah. Feel free to share your screen whenever you are ready, and we will put on timer. You will have 5 minutes for the pitch. Great.
I will go more faster because I appreciate everybody's time here. I respect everybody's time. I really so Hyra Holding is a group of company, and we are based in Dubai as well as in Hanoi. So we have in Hanoi office we have 60 plus employee on site and 25 plus off site remotely working worldwide. So Hyra Holding have two subsidiary company right now. One is Hyra Tech and Hyra Digital. In Hyra Tech, we have Hyra Network, Hyra Zone, Hyra AI. So today we're going to talk about the Hyra Network here. It is decentralized AI infrastructure owned by the community. So we already have signed with the Column and Static for the audit, and which is already going on. I can send you the report end of this week, which is going right now, and we are working on it. And the current thing is here. We are not just a white paper, and we already raising the funds. We already got also getting the revenue quite close. So the market problem is quite easy. Like the big companies like AWS, Google, so they are taking the big advantages of GPU and AI model and so on. And you can know about the open source as well. So we will try to help here to the enterprise and small companies like startups. We need to support them to giving the opportunity to work on the AI model, AI agent, whatever they are looking for. We're gonna give the reasonable price for GPU so they can work on what they are looking for, the data mining or data labelings. So we're gonna support them for the entire system. So as you know, like in the market, in the world, there's so many idle devices. Idle device is sitting in your home, like it can be your phone or your tablet, your laptop. So we're gonna be used as an AI node, and it can be used, the AI node is gonna be used for the NPU, which is used in your smartphone or tablet, and that gonna be used for the data labeling and inference for the GPU and inference for the AI module. And we are already working on blockchain 3 level, blockchain 3 so it's going to be more easy and faster for the users. So we have quite ecosystem here, like Hyra Zone, Hyra AI, Hyra Network, and mostly focus on the GPU rental. So Hyra AI more focusing on the, like you can say, is the NPU, which is a lot of 800 in market right now. We have 5+ clients which are using our GPU. Some are from APEC and some are from the.
It seems like we keep losing Ravi, right?
So here we have some numbers, because I understand that mostly the investors and mostly the ventures, they keep some slide here. We already have like 2.5 devices are downloaded over the worldwide. It's 205 countries we already separated. We have nodes which is live, and 10+ clients, B2B clients who are taking our services. 1 million eKYC users we have. So we already raised the last year $500K dollar. We already like you get the fund, or sorry, you already get revenue. And about the fund, we already raised 4 million for the Web 2, and from Web 3 we recently just 500K so far we've raised the fund. And we are also generating revenue from the Google ads, as you see on the screen. And plus we also have, like I can tell you, like the online users or online node is 600K around, and we are trying to reach end of this December maybe 5 million device and 2 million eKYC. That is for the end of this year, because we are planning to listing on our listing TG plan is end of December on crypto exchange. It was like a small discussion here, and this is our like a revenue module is quite understandable, because we are the middle person here for the client and the clients. So we say the revenue to the users who is helping us to done the task while they're using their NPU. So this type of platform layer we have. One is platform layer for the business model. One is a compute layer. So platform layer mostly focusing on the data labeling service, modeling, and data marketplace. And compute layer more focusing on the ISS, training as a service, GPU rental, and node cloud. And as you know, like as a big market, if you talk about the AWS, Google, decentralized cloud platforms, they're charging more, like more than as per like if you're talking about the example A100 GPUs, like they're charging per month around 1,500 1,200 depending on their requirements, but we are charging very reasonable price. So it's going to be help for the startup and enterprise to do their projects quite easy and which is reasonable price. And beside that, besides listing on the crypto exchanges or decentralized exchanges, we also have planned to go for the IPO or Nasdaq, maybe in Dubai or Singapore, and that's our sort of milestone is our milestone plan from our chairman. So this is a small talk about what I mentioned here about the fundraising. So we already raised the fund from the Web3 angel round, which is already finished around 460. K, and this is we are just we and for the round one pre-seed we're looking for the one or two ventures, not more than two ventures. So it's gonna be finished within the, I think within a month. We already discussed with some people. And sitting round two, our plan is sitting round and sitting round three is we are planning to finish before the December. And public round nearly we're gonna go for IDO platforms where we're discussing with some IDO platform. So we have one more things here. We have 50 billion tokens. We are only at the TG we're only going to 5%, which is the total supply of 2.5 billion Hyra. And the most important things we are here in our system is the anti-inference system. So we only pre-mint or any token we mint when we raising the fund, when we have the revenue. That time we only add on the more tokens on our on our deploy on the contract. Otherwise we will not do any more until we don't rise or until we don't get the revenue. So that is for anti-inflation we have policy in this case. So yeah, I hope if you have any question for me, please I'm open for answer for all, so it can be great, Miss Malika.
Yeah, thanks for the pitch, Ravi. Very interesting. We've already got some questions here in the chat. AI plus the DePIN sounds huge, but also crowded. What's Hyra's secret sauce that makes it more than just another buzzword mashup?
Yeah, so it's very simple. We are trying to support the enterprise and startups. That's our goal for so far. Because as you know, like the mostly, so AI is is a huge market right now. We just started 1% so far. There are 99% still remaining, and the big tech companies are trying to cover everything. But we are just taking a piece of cake there. We are just taking slice of cake. That's it, and we're trying to get it helping the more. For we know the problems in the market. So many startups and so many enterprises cannot pay for 1,000 or 5,000, 3,000 for the AI infrastructure, but we can help them. That is our recipe for the success.
Another question goes like this. If I join Hyra today, what's the moment I'll feel like, okay, this is actually the future of decentralized AI?
Yeah, that's a great one, but it is only for, is for everyone, for all decentralized projects. Yeah, so as you know, there's a train is going on. DePIN just come up recently. And before there's a train of Web3, then AI just train is also going on, NFT and so on. Then now there's one more train is going on, real world data, you can say, or RWA. Okay, so the train is going on. We are, but the thing is here, it is not like NFT train. It is going to be more than NFT, as I understand, because it is connected with our real life, the DePIN. It's also giving the power, and also give the opportunity to work up individually and decentralizedly by using the DePIN. So DePIN are not only about the AI or GPU, it's also help you for IoT systems. It's gonna be also help you with the language, machine learning language as well. So I think DePIN is going to be help of it's like a community for helping the any kind of nature.
Okay, got you. Thanks. Yeah, everyone, if you connect with the project after the call, here in the chat you can find the founder's contact details, and I think we have still some time for a last question maybe, so feel free to ask. And if there are no more questions, Ivan, do you have anything to add, or maybe?
I think we can wrap this up. It's already time just fine for the two projects pitching here. Unfortunately, cannot see the third one, but hopefully we'll see him next week. So yeah, thank you so much, Ravi and Hyra Network, for your pitch. It was really interesting. And yeah, wishing you best of luck. Congratulations on the award again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Malika. Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan, and really appreciate for your time, guys. And sorry for being late here. I was stuck with the other meetings, and yeah, thank you so much. And have a great night, because I'm based in Vietnam. It's already a night here. So yeah, have a great night, guys.
Yeah, have a great night as well.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're up to be the next project here pitching next week or so, here's the form for participation in the chat right now, so be sure to apply. And also there's a feedback form. We also collect some thoughts how we can make such calls better. And yeah, all in all, thank you so much for coming. It was a great session. Thank you so much, Malika, for helping me out with the call. And yeah, have a great weekend. See you next time. Cheers.